Well, hello again, all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with another one. And unfortunately, I had some technical difficulties with my camera, but I had just opened and poured the beer, had not gotten into it yet. So let's go through this really quickly again. I am drinking today a beer from Stoneface Brewing Company out of Newington, New Hampshire. This is the Elixir Orange Cacao Vanilla. It is a wild ale, clocking in at 7.3% alcohol by volume. I picked this up directly from the brewery. I'm not sure if this particular beer is available at stores or if it's only sold at the brewery. I do know that it's a limited release from them. And I already poured it. It did pour almost like a stout, pretty thick. It poured with about a finger's worth of a head, which is dissipating now, but still a nice little bit of head retention there. It's a khaki to almost tan colored head. Some nice streaming bubbles going up the glass on the aroma. It definitely has that wild ale aroma. Whatever yeast they're using in there, it's got a little bit of the Brettanomyces type note going on. So the vanilla, the cacao, and the orange are all coming through. I would say the vanilla is probably actually the least noticeable on the nose. The cacao nibs are coming through first and foremost, and then a little bit of the orange behind that, and then the vanilla is just way in the background. It smells very interesting, definitely a unique aroma for sure. I like the orange cacao vanilla combination with the wild ale. So let's see how that translates to the palate. It smells absolutely delightful. So without further ado, let's get into this brew. Cheers. Wow. Very sour. And it's interesting, the first thing that I actually pick up on once I get through that initial sour punch in the face is the cacao. Really nice cacao nib type flavor with this, which is strange with the sourness in this. I didn't know if that was going to really complement those flavors would complement one another, like a sour chocolate note, but it actually works pretty well. The orange is definitely there as well. A little bit of the vanilla on the back end as you swallow it down. Carbonation with this is medium, getting up towards high. The body, though, is actually pretty light. I would say that the body is on the high end of light, getting towards medium, but it's still pretty light bodied, especially considering that it's 7.3% beer. This is really, I don't want to say thin, because it's definitely not watery or anything like that, but it's not thick, and it's very smooth and easy drinking. This is really a unique drinking experience. For a wild ale, it's amazing. It's got that Brettanomyces note in there. A little bit of the barnyard feel, a little bit of like a saison-y type thing going on. Whatever yeast they use in here kind of gives it a little bit of a funk as well. It's interesting really how you take a wild ale and you got the orange and the cacao nibs and the vanilla in there, and it all really comes together so nicely. Very interesting. I really like this beer. Um, it's so different than a lot of the other wild ales I've had, I think, because of the additives with the orange, the cacao, and the vanilla. But it's definitely got that nice wild ale feel to it. I'm going to go with a 94 out of 100. It's a pretty solid A beer. I would definitely recommend it. It's unique. I've never really had a beer quite like this. It definitely is an interesting flavor combination for a wild ale. I'm really digging it. So yeah, 94 out of 100 for the Stoneface Brewing Company's Elixir Orange Cacao Vanilla. That'll do it for this beer review, guys. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Until next time, everybody. Cheers.